Okay. Let's just get ready to do this. Kind of funny. I'm just going to get that stream out here a little bit. Great seeing you. Great morning. I know that was an overextended whatever, but it's okay. It is all good. It is great to see you. It is wonderful to be here this morning. And I just want to thank you all for coming out. Thank you all for being here on the Mitch Race podcast, Super Saturday morning. I am Mitch Race, and I help middle aged, seasoned professional men and women who are distracted, unclear, don't know their value, gain clarity and vision so that they can become the best version of themselves while earning their desired high level income to match their image. Yep. And this is who I am. This is what I do. And this is where we are. I'm going to tell you all this right up front. Okay. I need you to grab a pen. I need you to grab a notepad because you're going to want to get this down and you're going to want to save this and share it. So I'm going to give you about 10 seconds to do all of that. Hope you're all doing great this Saturday morning. And then we're going to jump into it. Just checking a couple of last minute housekeeping items. All right. Okay, you ready? Today, as in today, we're going to confront self-esteem assassins. We're going to confront 5 of them. Some bad mama jammas, I'm telling you right now. But before we do that, hello, do I have your attention? Haven't I seen you before? Are you sure we've never met? I believe we have. And let me tell you where. Just last year, you were at a party or function or event, and you and I chatted briefly. You didn't believe you had anything to say, that you had anything to offer, that you were a bore, that you hadn't accomplished much, that you weren't doing much of anything, that nothing was interesting or unique about you. Do you remember that conversation? It's all coming back to you now, isn't it? You should have killed me when you had the chance. I told you that you weren't good enough. I told you that you weren't enough. And I told you that you still aren't enough. I also told you that you weren't valuable. And for the record, I'm a self esteem assassin. I'm negative thoughts. Remember, kill negative thoughts. Negative thoughts can significantly impact and ruin your confidence and your self worth. And we met yet again. In fact, I saw you several times excessively apologizing over and over and over again for the smallest of things. Some of them weren't even your fault. It was painful, and you didn't even realize it. You also didn't realize it, that it was me, SCA number two, self esteem assassin number two, excessive apology, robbing you of your dignity and your sense of self worth before putting you out of your misery. You were doing such a good job yourself. I thought it'd be better to wait. It would have been too easy. But I'm going to throw you a lifeline. You need to pay attention to and kill excessive apologizing. Constantly apologizing for minor things or taking responsibility for situations beyond your control can undermine your self esteem and your self worth. Here's a key step: become aware. Notice when you're about to truly apologize excessively if you can. Monitor yourself and pause to evaluate if it's really necessary. If you're getting value out there, by all means, please let me know you're getting value. And then there was a time, maybe a couple of months ago, maybe, or was that yesterday? Or was that last night? You were online and comparing yourself, measuring your skills, your standards, your lifestyle, comparing your goals and dreams to people you knew. And here's the kicker: many of them you don't know. Your self esteem, your self image, your confidence, your value. There were so many that I had to pick from. There were too many of these that were right in my sights to take you out. So I did. I had to take them all out. I used one of the greatest weapons that I had against you. Do you recognize me now? I'm self esteem assassin number three, also known as the thief of joy. I should strike again, but I'm going to share a huge secret with you that may help save your self esteem and all those other things that we just talked about that I took out. Focus on personal growth. Compare yourself to your past self and track your progress rather than focusing on others. Like I said, we have met before. And I recognize you because you're the person who doesn't love themselves enough or thinks they matter enough or even takes the time to look a little better. In fact, you look in the mirror and you don't see much and you don't say much. You neglect how you look. And I guess you looked at me and I wouldn't really appear dangerous, but looks are deceiving. I'm self-esteem assassin number four, self-neglect. And we will talk again in the future. For now, I'll leave you intact with this one. or neglecting how you look, if you don't feel good about your appearance, your self esteem will definitely plunge, especially in social situations where you need to thrive in. You are worth it. Don't neglect how you look. How you look matters. You matter, and your attention to you matters. You deserve to pay attention to you because you are valuable. You are that valuable. By the way, I'd like to introduce you to another SEA, friend of mine. In case you forgot, he's a self esteem assassin, or they are. But I think you know each other very well. Or should I say, you know each other very, very well. I mean, you're around each other a lot. You do many things together. You talk a lot. You seem to agree on a lot too. And no matter what you do, even when you're great at whatever it is that you're doing at the time, they have something negative to say. They're relentless and certainly know how to stall you, stop you, and make you feel unworthy, unvaluable, and unimportant. But you need to know self esteem assassin number 5 has a license from you to kill the best version of yourself and the dreams and goals that God has put in your heart. Please meet constant self criticism, better known as SCA number 5. I know this one is bad to the bone. This one is just unrelenting and unyielding. It thinks it's unstoppable, and it appears that it is, and seems to be behind every door and shadow, permeating your life and your ambitions. Constant self criticism can be a sign of anxiety, depression, or other mental health issues. So, this is a serious one. It can cause people to feel inadequate, worthless, and hopeless. So, this is what you have to do with SCA number 5. You got to call it out. Call out self esteem assassin number 5 and gun it down right where it stands or speaks. Recognize your self criticism. Pay close attention to what you're saying to you. Notice when you're being hard on yourself and pay attention to your thoughts and become very aware of when you're being overly critical of yourself and make a best decision to remind you who you are and whose you are. And be kind to yourself. Take time to find better words to use on you and not against you. So, as we take this in for a landing, let's take one more look at these 5 SEA assassins: negative thoughts, excessive apology, comparison, self neglect, and constant self criticism. And now put yourself in position to remember the very next time one of these self esteem assassins confronts you, remember you are licensed to succeed and you have what it takes to take any of them out at will. I hope that you got great value from this episode. And I want to thank you for being here. So I want to know, are you under attack by self esteem, confidence, or self worth assassins, self image thugs, or thieves of joy? If so, reach out to me, DM me, or messenger me, and I'll send you my calendar link and get you on the calendar for a free session with me to set you up with a strategy for you and your self image, your self esteem and your confidence, your self worth to win big in 2025. It's free, a free session. It's free time with me, but you have to take the next step. And I'm hoping that you will. This has been the Mitch Race Podcast. I want to thank you, everybody, and I hope that you have an amazing weekend. I'm going to take a quick peek in on you just to see what you're doing and see how you're doing. I want to thank you all for being here. I want to let you know that I see you. I want to let you know that you are valuable and that you matter. And I sincerely hope that you're going to have an amazing, amazing weekend. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy. I see you on Instagram, lighten it up. I see you on Facebook, lighten it up as well. And I'm grateful for you and see that you're here. I'm going to actually capture your remarks and I will answer. But I want to thank you. Okay, everybody. See you soon. And don't forget to reframe your value, reframe your vision, and reframe your victory. Have a great weekend, everybody.